Welcome to your Libra Season Love Letter and reverse transcription and your Libra Season checkpoint. We are at the halfway point of the sun's progression through the sign of harmony, balance, and justice. The full moon in Aries is still impacting us, and there are some juicy things bubbling up from the surface to be seen, to be witnessed. If you've been reading these seasonal love letters for a while, then you know the sun is a teacher, illuminating a different part of our charts, our lives, and our psyches every solar season. If the sun is the teacher, then the moon is the student. It asks, how do I feel about this new awareness? The moon makes the solar lessons more personal, embodied, and offers us an opportunity to integrate life as we're living it. The zodiac as a whole represents the psychological evolution of the self. Each sign marks a stage of development, tracing the journey from primal identity, Aries, to collective consciousness, Pisces. Libra, then, marks the evolutionary shift from the self-oriented development to relational consciousness. It is the pivot point where identity begins to mature through reflection, balance, and interaction with others. Sharing an axis with fiery Aries, the archetype of the self, Libra is all about relationships, partnerships, and the way that we project onto others. As a cardinal air sign, Libra is initiating us into greater harmony in our relational dynamics. What's being illuminated for you this season? Think back to the Aries new moon and solar eclipse on March 29th. What were you moving through then? What intentions did you set? Something was being seeded at that time that had to do with courage, bold action, and trusting your primal internal compass. Fast forward to the full moon we're experiencing now, and we are either celebrating those bold, courageous moves, or we're noticing where we chose to stay small and convenient. Aries is an action-oriented, bold, leading trailblazer. Any spicy emotions at this time might be a call from Aries for greater honoring of self. Notice if the last 6 months have been an embodiment of this Aries boldness, or if you've been in the subconscious shadow of Libra, the people-pleasing, tongue-biting, truth-denying nice girl. This is not an opportunity to judge or demean yourself. This is a lesson in the annual curriculum of your evolution. When you know better, you do better. Libra is innately attuned to the other. It desires harmony in relationship, and if you grew up as the peacekeeper, then perhaps you learned to shrink your truth, opinion, and desires to avoid rocking the relational boat. Notice if your external reality reflects your inner world. Is there harmony outside of you, but great turmoil or discomfort inside? Are you the real you when you are with friends or coworkers? Do you bond with others in habitual ways that are not truly aligned with your morals, like gossiping? Do you feel as though your life is compartmentalized? And lastly, do you prioritize the comfort of others over your own self? This awareness is an invitation for you to create balance by leaning into the medicine of Libra's opposite, the archetype of Aries. Aries teaches us to put our own oxygen mask on first, to create boundary that honors our truth. The higher octave of Libra knows that true harmony in relationships requires the endurance of conflict. You are meant to take up space and to express your unique truth rather than merge with the person or people you're with. If speaking up for yourself to a loved one feels overwhelming, practice healthy confrontation that feels a little easier. Tell the waitress that you asked for no onions if you asked for no onions. Tell your friend no when you need a me day. Your freedom, your authenticity, your personal power requires this of you. The higher octave of Libra treats relationships as a mirror. It reflects how we are responsible for the relational dynamics we experience, with nuance, of course. The mirror does not ask for you to be responsible for any abuse that you are subjected to. It's asking you to leave. The mirror asks you to check your honesty. Are you giving the other a chance to hear you, see you, know you? Or do you quietly grow resentful until you ghost? What if knowing you are not wrong allows you to share your truth and create harmonious relationships that honor both you and the other? When Libra is fully integrated, it no longer fears conflict. It understands that tension is the pulse of creation, that life, growth, and evolution arise from dynamic contrast rather than static harmony, that honesty is the foundation of peace. The integrated Libra has refined the art of relating into an art of truth. It honors self and other, treating both with equal importance in the deepening of connection. Their diplomacy doesn't dilute, it clarifies. Their empathy includes themselves. From this higher octave, Libra becomes a master of equilibrium, able to hold opposing truths with grace and to choose love not as compliance, but as conscious alignment. All of this to say, you will not grow in isolation. You cannot go hide in a cottage in the woods and expect to evolve. It may be comfortable, but it will be stagnant. To offer a little personalization of this Libra conversation, check your own chart. If Libra rules your first house, then Aries rules your 7th house. Your evolution asks you to cultivate self-definition through the mirror of partnership. Relationships reflect how well you maintain balance between pleasing others and honoring your own truth. The work here is to stay centered in connection, to relate without losing yourself. If Libra rules your 2nd house, then Aries rules your 8th house. You are learning to value harmony and stability, Libra, while engaging with the intensity of shared resources and emotional merging, Aries in the 8th. The lesson here, real security doesn't come from control, but from courageously sharing power and trust. Get vulnerable. If Libra rules your 3rd house, then Aries rules your 9th house. Your mind seeks peace and understanding through dialogue, but you're challenged to speak with conviction and explore your own philosophies. The truth, or the growth rather, comes from blending diplomacy with bold perspective, learning that balance doesn't mean silence. If Libra rules your 4th house, then Aries rules your 10th house. You crave emotional harmony and connection at home, yet your destiny calls you to hold visibility in the world. The tension here teaches that nurturing your private life actually strengthens your ability to lead publicly. Inner balance creates outer confidence. If Libra rules your 5th house, then Aries rules your 11th house. Your creativity thrives through partnership and beauty. You're meant to express that artistry within a wider community. The key lesson is how to shine authentically without eclipsing others, to bring joy and harmony into collective spaces. If Libra rules your 6th house, then Aries rules your 12th house. You are learning to find grace and equilibrium in the details of daily life while facing unconscious drives for independence or escape. The growth comes through integrating discipline with compassion, serving others while honoring your own soul's rhythm. With Libra ruling your 7th house and Aries ruling your 1st house, you are literally wired for a relationship, but your evolution depends on reclaiming self-assertion. The journey is learning that partnership doesn't require self-abandonment. When you stand in your truth, connection becomes more authentic and alive. With Libra ruling your 8th house, Aries rules your 2nd house. You're asked here to bring fairness and emotional intelligence to deep merging and shared resources while strengthening your sense of worth and independence. The lesson: balance intimacy with autonomy and give and receive without losing value. If Libra rules your 9th house, then Aries rules your 3rd house. Your worldview is shaped by seeking harmony, beauty, and justice, yet you're called to speak boldly and think independently. The task here is integrating diplomacy with courage, turning ideas into bridges, not battles. Ooh, that's a good one. If Libra rules your 10th house of career, then Aries rules your 4th house of self. Your public identity thrives on grace and cooperation, but it must be rooted in an authentic, self-honoring foundation. The lesson here is to lead with heart, to bring relational intelligence to your ambitions while staying emotionally anchored. With Libra ruling your 11th house and Aries your 5th house, you long for harmony and equality in friendships and community, yet you're also here to express your individuality with courage and joy. Lots of joy. Growth lies in creating connection that celebrates your uniqueness rather than your conformity. With Libra in your 12th house and Aries in your 6th house, you seek peace in unseen realms, the harmony of spirit and surrender, while learning to embody that grace in your daily actions. The lesson: selfless service is most effective when it's infused with vitality, boundaries, and conscious will, conscious choice. Personally, Libra rules my 4th house of home, roots, and ancestry. For me, my relationships have always been a mirror, reflecting my part in the creation of a given relational dynamic. Learning that I am not wrong has been a hugely significant lesson, as the 4th house can represent the deepest subconscious parts of self. Wrong as a default setting, let me tell you, does no one any good. And the old pattern of keeping the peace by staying quiet, staying nice, and enduring inner discomfort is a way of being that I can no longer tolerate. I am learning that my truth is just as important, if not more, than others, but I'm also learning that nurturing my private life, my body, my connections are truly what fuels my ability to pour into my mission. My sun in the 10th house of career. This lesson is creating an energizing cycle, as my natal sun has the ability to create either burnout if it's imbalanced, if I'm pouring too much into the mission, or sustainable nourishment that strengthens my ability to lead publicly. As I said earlier, inner balance creates outer confidence. I hope you've enjoyed this Libra season love letter, and may this serve your own unique evolution. Until next time, mwah.